just messing around with an idea is taking some J.S. Bach phrases from his violin sonatas. One of these is from a two-part invention, I think, and just kind of changing one or two notes to fit a 2-5-1 in C minor. So a 2-5-1 in C minor would just be D minor 7 flat 5, G7 altered. This is, and then a C minor with a major 7. D minor 7 flat 5, G7 altered, C minor with a major 7. I'm borrowing the first 5. I have. Okay, so if we look at the first Bach phrase, J.S. Bach, you know, he was a genius improviser as well as composer. Of course, we can't hear him improvise today because he's really not around anymore, but he and Mozart both apparently had huge reputations as just spontaneous makers of music. So let's look at this first phrase the way he had it. It's a straight D minor. What we're going to do is we're going to isolate this A. This is the 14th fret on the 3rd string. We're going to flat every A that we come to. So instead of playing D minor, we're going to change each A to an A flat. Because for D minor 7 flat 5, our 2 chord, in this minor jazz thing that we're doing, we need to flat the A. And of course, another option would be to add into C, but we're not going to really deal with that right now. I just want to make one change, and that's going to be to flat every A. So here we go. Right here. And right here. Original was vanilla D minor, and this is going to be. Okay, so by changing that one A to A flat a couple of times going down the pattern, that'll work over a D minor 7 flat 5. Let's take a look at something else. This is a phrase that Bach originally had in a violin sonata. It's a G major arpeggio, plain G major. Okay, let's just add in, again, just doing one step, let's just add in an F and see if we can come close to the phrasing that he had, even though we're adding in the F. Okay, and then we're going to resolve this 2-5. That was, of course, over a G7. So I'm trying to just change one thing to keep it somewhat simple here. We did the D minor, the 2 chord. We did the G, which was the 5 chord. Now we're going to go to the C minor with a major 7, which, of course, is this that we just did before. It's the 1 chord in C minor. And this phrase we're actually going to take from Bach, and we're just going to kind of use a chunk of it and not change anything. See, if I try to play it slowly, I can't do it. So if we just give it 4 beats, it would be 16th notes. And then we'd be back here again. So let's take it again. We have this phrase. Then we have and then we have Bach's original phrase intact. We haven't changed anything for the C minor major 7. This is kind of a C harmonic minor phrase. Okay, so let me just give you a look at this again. We looked at the first one earlier. The first one earlier was that first phrase that we did over D minor, 7 flat 5. This is actually over a G major. It's a simple triad arpeggio, basically. Okay, but So we've kind of adapted to our needs. The idea is just to bring it over here, and we're going to just add in that F. So that's a tab of Bach's phrase with an F, or the flat 7, which makes it into a dominant 7. The F is added in. And then, last but not least, is the kind of C harmonic melody from Bach, and we haven't changed anything. That's going to work just fine over C minor major 7. Okay, so hopefully this will spur some ideas. Basic idea is if you have a nice pattern, a nice shape of a melody that you really like, but it's a D minor thing, take it and change a note and make it a D major. So that's what the idea I'm coming up with. Let me try it again.